Well, hello there. Today I'm playing a game called Majesty Gold HD. Now, this game came out quite a while ago in 2001, and it is developed by Cyberlore and published by Paradox Interactive. The great thing about this game is a very unusual twist. It is RTS, it is a simulation, it is a strategy game. But unlike most strategy games in which you directly control your units, in Majesty HD, you put bounties on objectives you want your heroes to complete. And if the bounty is high enough, they will actually rush out and attempt to complete it. So as you can see right here, you have the main menu. Settings are pretty decent for the HD version of it. I've heard some players report difficulty getting this to run on Windows 10, but I am having no trouble whatsoever. I'm running it at 1920 by 1080, of course, which is HD. This is the great thing about the HD version of it. You might think the UI is a bit small, and yes, I tend to agree with that. However, that's the downside to it, you know. Okay, so when you want to jump in, you got your combat, you got your conquest map right here. And they recommend playing something about the bell, the book, and the candle, which is a rather simplistic quest.
Someone has stolen the magic bell, the holy book, and the eternal candle. Right from under our noses, they were whisked away from the royal treasury by some scoundrel. We must do something to recover them. They are treasures beyond value.
Right. They are treasures beyond value. The bell, the book, and the candle. So let's start this quest and show you a bit how the game looks. The texture's not all that great, to be honest. I didn't think the textures were that great. They could use some more detail. But so here you go. You got the maps. They're randomly generated each time. So you're definitely going to see a different style of gameplay each time you launch a mission, because the map is randomized. So here I am. This is the Rogues Guild. I'm recruiting a rogue currently. Cost a bit of gold. Once the rogue is complete, he will simply wander around the map. Each rogue's guild holds 4 rogues. I'm going to level it up. When you level up a building, there are peasants that come out of your castle. They'll run over there and they will start upgrading it. Most things cost gold. Gold is really the only resource in the game. You will have a tax collector that goes from building to building collecting taxes. So right here you can see our rogue. He's running on the map, of course. And here you have a peasant. Probably, oh, there's an enemy. The peasant's likely going to be going towards the Rogues Guild in an attempt to finish upgrading it. So let's build another building. Okay, the building menu's open. As you can see here, the UI is a little bit dated, to say the least. You got a lot of small buttons on here that normally you wouldn't see nowadays, but it works. You know, you can't complain too much about it when it works. So I want to build a Rangers Guild, I think. Let's put that right there.
A building has been upgraded.
And let's recruit another rogue. The more, oh look. This rogue is engaged in combat with a Medusa. I've noticed that at least in the beginning, a lot of the heroes are very underpowered. So you're likely to lose a few of your heroes killing these enemies. The heroes on their own, they will go ahead and target enemies that are close by, but if you really want a strong enemy defeated or attacked, you're going to have to put a bounty on them. And that's done by double clicking them. And then you can define how much you want to give the heroes that succeed in killing it, which is really great, because there's really no other game that I've seen something similar to that. As you can see, once they killed it, they got some gold. So everybody wins. I got rid of a nuisance in my territory, and they got some extra gold. So here, if I wanted my heroes to go ahead and explore parts of the map over here, you just set that flag, add some bounty to it. Make sure it's a good bounty, I want to give them some strong incentive to go over there and complete that. I'm going to recruit another rogue, and my peasants should be building the Rangers Guild now. Yeah, peasants at work on site. That sounds great. But yeah, the textures, they seem a little smooth. I prefer, for games from this time frame, this period in video game development history, I preferred the ones that have a bit more pixelated graphics. Okay, as you can see, the rogue is headed over towards the flag that I put up. Let's see if he gets it. You got some treasure chests right there. At least you got one.
What a delicious looking reward.
Lots of treasure. Lots of treasure. Seems more preoccupied with those rewards than my humble reward of 300 gold. It's only 149. Come on, man.
Nobody will miss this.
Yep, there he did. He got it. He got the 300 gold. So that's pretty much how combat and exploration works in this game. You don't actually control any units yourself. You just focus on building the buildings that your heroes need to be successful in the world. So let's build an inn now. Inn is a place where, well, building the inn allows your heroes to rest up when they're hurt from combat. And it's going to be great because normally they can rest up in their own guild, but the inn heals them much, much faster, so it's preferable to have an inn for them. And of course the peasants will build that as well. Then you got the guard houses. Each guard house has a guard in it. They'll attempt to intercept enemies that are within the locale. So let's research some arrows for it. I want some extra protection for my guard houses. You research arrows, your guard houses will fire out arrows when enemies are within range. Apparently I can't research twice. Yeah, the other one is already researching, so apparently you can't do two researches at the same time, which makes sense, I suppose. I thought it was a bit like Age of Empires, you could research multiple per building. So, let's research that now. Nope. What do you know? It doesn't work. I wonder why.
A new building is complete.
Huh. Okay, there's a sewer entrance. Now, sewer entrances appear on the map as your city grows. And the Medusa apparently just killed my city guard. So yeah, you got that going on. Now this is a very basic mission. You're not under any real time constraints, not under any real threat. So you got plenty of time just to monkey around, but the game gets harder as you progress. Let's build a marketplace. The marketplace will increase the amount of gold we make. We want it closer to our building so it's protected. So maybe I'll put it right there. So our rogues guild is full. We got the blacksmith right here. In blacksmith you can research additional weapons for your heroes. Your heroes, they make gold on their own. So then they can run in there and they can buy weapons, which is great. Great for them. It allows them to be much more effective in combat, and that's the case. Currently day 3. Let's see here. I never had an enemy actually destroy one of my buildings. I'm still a bit baffled by this guardhouse. Oh, I'm an idiot. Right there it is.
Majesty,
right there's the research. Yeah.
new services.
Man, I should have seen that one. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Now here you have the tax collector.
I'm out of here.
That's how you make the majority of your gold in this game. Is by collecting taxes from your heroes and from your peons, apparently. Peasants that are in the castle proper. Yeah, so the market that also sells potions and stuff. Big problem. Big problem with playing it at this resolution. I can't read the text too well. So, yeah, that's a downside to playing it in HD. And if there is a way to increase or decrease the speed of the game, I haven't discovered it yet. Well, the Rangers Guild is complete, so I'm gonna start hiring some Rangers now. Hopefully I can upgrade my keep. Let's research some level 2 armor for the Blacksmith.
Your Highness, the palace renovations are finished.
Great. The palace is upgraded to level 2. This will increase the number of tax collectors we have, as well as the number of peasants we have to build various buildings. It'll also unlock some new buildings to build. Let's see if we can find something interesting. Let's place a statue.
The local blacksmith offers new services. In the name of the sovereign.
I really have no idea why this game plays at such a crappy frame rate. I mean, that is really my big complaint about it. It doesn't impair the enjoyment of the game much, but I'm a stickler for frame rates. I know it's really rather interesting because I will buy games that are on sale, install them, and then just go into the options and just tweak stuff, trying to get the best frame rates. And then I just never play it. It's almost like the game is to optimize the settings, believe it or not.
New building is complete.
Rather sad when you think about it. This caravan is getting murdered by a what?
Sovereign,
A giant spider.
has been upgraded.
The game itself is fairly slow paced. I can't find a way to speed it up. So you're pretty much stuck watching it, even during the slow parts. I imagine... Let's recruit another ranger. I imagine if you get deeper into the game, it requires more micromanagement. You're probably going to be busy, but for this mission at least, there is a good deal of sitting around and waiting. Okay, now we have access to an archer bungalow. If we build that, we will be able to recruit archers. Well, it seems this troll is going to be a bit of a problem. Let's put a bounty on it. Hopefully they'll overcome the peasants' fear. Son of a, that's the wrong thing. Oh no, the troll is destroying my marketplace. Let's put a good bounty on him. 400 gold, that should be enough to get somebody interested. Come on, guys. Huh. He just walks right away. And there you can see the tower, the guardhouse, shooting at the zombie, who's conveniently behind it so we can't really see him. Yeah, the arrow upgrade is certainly worth it. It's knocking 4 health points per hit out of the zombie. It's funny I say that and then it doesn't hit him anymore at all. Come on! What is that about? Okay, there, now it hit it. What is that all about? So here you have one of the objectives. This is to destroy this ruined keep. There are 3 of them. Each time you destroy a ruined keep, you find one of the, either the bell, the book, or the candle. So it looks like one of my rogues is going after the bounty I placed on the ruined keep. In this game, that is really the best. In this game, that is really the only way to destroy enemy buildings. It's through the bounty system, which, like I said, is really, this is the only game I've seen use a system like that. Right now, what do I think of it? Well, on lower resolutions, it's playable. But for some reason, it seems like when you put it in HD, it all of a sudden becomes very choppy frame rate wise, which doesn't make any sense. I'm running a GTX 970, which is more than capable of playing this game, believe me. Ugh, even when recording it, so nope, shouldn't be running like this. It runs terribly at 1080p. So at lower resolutions, the game, it runs pretty decently, in my experience. Unfortunately, you have to put up with being very close. You don't get much of an overhead view of the map. But the other plus to playing it at lower resolutions is you can actually read most of the UI. Right now, it's very, very small. You can't comfortably read it from a reclined position, 1.5 feet or so from the screen. At least from my screen, I have 23-inch monitors, so sort of gives you an idea of what to expect. Yeah, quite a few of the heroes came over to bounty hunt. Got 5 of them, it looks like. 3 rogues, a ranger, and an elf. So there you have it. The building has been destroyed. So for this mission, that's pretty much it. Once you find all 3 of the buildings, you win. Not really much more to say about the game. I think that pretty much gives people a decent summary of it. So for your consideration, Majesty Gold HD. It's available on Steam for sure. It might be available from other digital distribution platforms. I'm not sure. Take a look at it though, if you're interested. So, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.